Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will have a look at this example running Okapi, running our one or more modules with remote Okapi. Actually the name is not correct, but let's move on. Um, we have our modules.json. We did pick up this module, mod inventory, to use it. We added our Okapi block. We discussed about it before. We have here our necessary information, the URL of the Okapi instance, the tenant, deco credentials, username, deco admin, and password admin. I enabled the block and enabled the module and disabled anything else, so we can work with this one alone. The same work with the command itself, Folio first, and the argument will be without Okapi. Means we don't want to work with the local Okapi. We want to simply walk through the modules, the JSON file, but without starting the Okapi in our local machine. Okay, let's do it. Skipped all these functionality. What we aiming for is deploying the module in not in a manual way, but in like a jar file. We deployed the jar file produced after building the module inside the Docker, inside the target directory, and then we enabled that module, and voila, we finished. And this token and refresh token are the result for the login we did using these credentials. So we can very nice use this token. Here we have our endpoint inventory instances. We will now list the instances from our remote Okapi. Here we have another one. We don't need this one. We can simply change this. This is another environment. Have a look. Yes, this is what we need. If we go back here, we will find that the port used was 9130. Actually, this is a default port for Okapi itself, but no problem. We actually did not work with Okapi, so we can safely work with that port as well. Maybe in the future, maybe it's better to change it, but it's not making any problem. So this can remain like this. I will replace the token here, as you see, and the Okapi URL will be our snapshot for the snapshot Okapi URL, the remote Okapi, and we did add the user ID. User ID is very important for this particular endpoint, not usually important for all endpoints or modules, but sometimes you need to add the user ID specific. From where I can get the user ID? Simply from the token, as the token is a JWT token, so there are some claims, payload, data. Let us open jwt.io, sorry, and replace this with ours. As you see, we will have our user ID. Here are the deco admin username. Subject is stands for subject. Subject here will be the username, deco admin. User ID, we have our user ID. We can pick it, copy that user. The type of that JWT or the authentication is accessed. It's access token, expiry, timestamp, issued at, timestamp, the tenant value, which is deco. Everything you can you want, you can find it here. Well, let us go back to our postman, replace, and try. Wait a little. Voila, we did succeed. As you see, we did fetch instances from the remote Okapi. Actually, locally we don't have these instances. They are coming from Folio snapshot okapi.dev.folio.org. Okay, that's how we can work with remote Okapi. Okay, thank you and see you in the next one.